Today, U.S. President Joe Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid declared that they will not allow Iran to become a nuclear power. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
That's right, Tracy. U.S. President Joe Biden and Israel's Prime Minister absolutely do not want Iran getting a nuke. They made that very clear today. However, where they differ is how that critical goal is to be achieved.
Continuing his overseas trip to the Middle East, President Joe Biden tells Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid,
"You and I also discussed America's commitment to ensuring Iran never obtains a nuclear weapon. This is a vital security interest to both Israel and the United States, and I would add, for the rest of the world as well."
President Biden held out hope Iran can be persuaded.
"I continue to believe that diplomacy is the best way to achieve this outcome."
But the Israeli leader is not sold on talk.
The only thing that will stop Iran is knowing that if they continue to develop their nuclear program, the free world will use force.
Meanwhile, inflation at the wholesale level in the U.S. climbed 11.3% in June compared with a year earlier. Investors bracing for another big interest rate hike. The Republican National Committee tweets real wages are down 3.6% from last year. Joe Biden is the pay cut president. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris travels to Florida to discuss protecting abortion.
Let women, including the women of Florida, make those most personal decisions for themselves in consultation with their priest or their pastor or their rabbi.
Just the other day, the National Right to Life in a letter said, "We know that the Democratic Party of Abortion plans to use every trick at their disposal to try to thwart the Constitution and thwart the right of the people to govern themselves through their elected representatives. Court packing, creating new states, passing a federal abortion until birth paid for with tax dollars law. Anything goes for them as long as it prolongs the killing."
Now back to the president's overseas trip. Tomorrow he visits Saudi Arabia. And on the inflation front, listen to this, long lines are back at food banks around the United States. In fact, many people are coming in for the very first time due to soaring prices. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.